Caitlyn Jenner admits, Megyn Kelly submits, and pride flags on the fritz. Coming up today on The Point.
Qu'est-ce que tu vas me faire? Tu me fais pas peur. Plus de souper avec tes parents.
Hello and welcome to The Point, the only talk show bringing gay and straight men together to see what happens.
Hello. You look like a pumpkin.
Well, it's Halloween.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Halloween.
Hey, what's
Halloween is also the second anniversary for Fatality first being on The Point.
Oh.
Cheers.
Pick up your mug and cheers. All right.
Hello.
How are you, Faye? We haven't seen you in a while. How are you
I
doing?
missed you guys. I'm good. How are you?
You've been busy performing lately?
Yeah, definitely. I was at I think Buddy's on Saturday and stuff like that.
It was so good, she doesn't even remember when it was. That's how good the
That's how I know I had a
performance
good time. That's how I know
It
I had a
doesn't
good time.
exist.
That's right.
Most of the time,
She
yeah, no.
just woke up.
And she woke up like this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Zayd is under the weather, so he sends his regards, but thankfully Faye is here to join us today. We're gonna jump into talking point number one, too little, too late. Actually, before we get into it, I want to mention, I don't want to talk too much about it, but I think we need to mention all the pipe bombs that were sent over the previous week to scare and terrorize critics of Donald Trump by a man who is clearly not well, if you've seen his van, pictures of his van.
Do you have one?
I don't. Maybe we can get one up on the screen.
I heard that Fox News, actually, when they reported on it, they blurred out the images that were on the van.
Yeah, because of all the Donald Trump and Mike Pence images.
Yeah, and the crosshairs over Hillary and other Democrats.
Also, of course,
What?
the synagogue shooting
Yeah.
in Pittsburgh. It's a scary time. I hope things get better soon. That actually brings us to the first topic today. Caitlyn Jenner. She wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post. I know that people are going to have this reaction to when I bring up Caitlyn Jenner, but she wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post, which gives it some weight
wrote it herself?
and some heft. Also, I think what she's saying is really important. She's basically saying, I gave Trump the benefit of the doubt. I took him at his word that he would be good for the LGBTQ community, but I was wrong. And I wish more Republicans would say that, would come out and say, look, enough is enough. I don't believe your BS anymore. What do you think? You're the one who made the big reaction when I said Caitlyn Jenner.
He did it, and then I was like making fun of it.
I mean, is this too little, too late?
Yeah, I mean, I think in my mind, the biggest thing is that it's unfortunate that Caitlyn Jenner is sort of the face of, like, the public face or representative in the media of trans people, and in a very important movement and a very important conversation, a very important topic that needs to be normalized and discussed and explored everywhere. And she's not a good person. She shouldn't be that. And it's just because she had this connection to the Kardashians, because she had this public profile, that she is sort of out there, and everyone is seeing her, and it's really unfortunate because we shouldn't be listening to her or paying attention to her. It's just that there are not enough representatives from the trans community to be able to have the voice that they deserve.
But is it not important to? Say what you will about Caitlyn Jenner, longtime Republican, was willing to give Trump the benefit of the doubt, which a lot of Republicans were willing. They said, oh, there's craziness, but we like this, we like this. There are Republicans standing up now and saying enough is enough. We're not. So
I don't know that there are in any meaningful way. Like, you know what? When you get senators and Congress people, and you get people who are actually in a position of power, actually standing up and demanding change, that's when something will happen. Not when public figures write an op-ed in a newspaper. Like, that doesn't matter. That's not going to change anything with the people who actually are in power. And I don't think, honestly, people are going to really pay that much attention to it when what they need to do is vote. Vote for the people that should be there who will make a difference.
I mean, Faye, do you think Caitlyn is a damaged spokesperson?
Yes and no. I mean, like, I feel like we can have more better spokespeople. Like, even like especially in the trans community, those other famous trans people. I don't know. I just feel like she's more of like a person because of the Kardashians, like you said before. Because of that, they kind of like elected her as the spokesperson. But I don't think she's a good one.
But is it? I feel like I'm the one defending her because I mean.
It's not too late to like.
She
apologize
was.
for
I mean,
it,
before.
if she wasn't trans, she wouldn't. She wouldn't be saying any of that.
Exactly.
No, but part of what is.
It's only because it affects her directly that she feels like she has to apologize for.
Well, but doesn't I mean political issues are largely. I mean,
For the Republicans, it's when that affects them directly. For Democrats, we have a thing called empathy, and we actually can empathize with others who are not ourselves and who are in situations that are not our own.
True, and the Trump administration is right now directly targeting the trans community, basically.
Which is like, why? Do you not have anything better to do?
Clearly, he doesn't.
Apparently not.
It's so dumb to like target people. Like, this stuff had already passed, and like all the washrooms and everything, like it was all going well, and
well,
then
but
all
this
of a
is
sudden,
the administration saying.
But why are they targeting that? Like, why don't they fix other problems? This isn't even a problem.
Well, I'll tell you why. It's because we're right before the midterm elections, and the Trump administration and the Republican Party wants to gin up the base and use wedge issues, use scary issues to get Republicans to vote.
Yep.
That's
the caravan and all that kind of stuff
the
too,
caravan.
right? Like they're just trying to drum up fear right now. So yeah, as you said, so that Republicans are like, oh my God, we have to vote, or else these things that people tell us are problems are going to affect us, even though they're not problems and they won't affect you.
I mean, the biggest the
How
polling.
is somebody wanting to identify as something scary?
I mean, the reality is it isn't, but they're not positioning it in the reality of what it's like. They're positioning it as, this person, now identifies as a woman, or this woman now identifies as a man, so she's going to come into the bathroom and rape you and your children. Like, that's not what is the reality of what's going to happen. But these are the bullshit fear tactics that they employ.
The number one issue for voters going into the midterm elections is health care.
Yep.
And, believe it or not, it's protecting the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare.
Which they're making a huge 180 on,
Right.
trying to pretend like they're like, we're going to keep your pre-existing conditions. All the
But
things
put
that
that
they
aside
tried
for the moment.
70 times to repeal.
When, I forget her name, she's the Republican running in Arizona. McSally? Sinema's the Democrat, McSally's the Republican. McSally was asked by a reporter, how can you say that? How can you say you're going to protect pre-existing conditions when you voted 70 times in Congress to... She said, why are we talking about this? Why don't you want to talk about something important like the caravan?
Of course.
Because the caravan's the talking point, not the actual issue that people care about.
Right, so you ask, why is the Trump administration talking about this? Because they don't care to talk about, I think they don't care to talk about the issues that people really want to talk about. They want to target their base and make sure that Republicans who may sit out because they're disgusted by a long list of stuff coming out of the White House, that they'll actually come out because, I'm disgusted by Trump, but, I'm scared of these trans people.
Yeah.
And so they're going to use that as a wedge issue to motivate people. So I know people are like to diss Caitlyn Jenner, but I'm going to give her props on this, that she's not saying, oh, but I'm a loyal Republican and blah, blah, blah. She's coming out and she's saying flat out, I was wrong. And even if this is where it starts, I agree with you that elected officials need to say it, but it has to start somewhere and with someone. And if it's Caitlyn Jenner, good. Let other Republicans finally say they were wrong. Enough is enough. Okay, well, why are we talking about this? Because Megyn Kelly lost her NBC Today show gig because she drew harsh criticism after a segment about Halloween costumes in which she questioned why blackface was considered racially insensitive. Quote,
Wow.
what is racist? Because you get in trouble if you are a white person who puts on blackface for Halloween or a black person who puts on whiteface for Halloween. When I was a kid, that was okay as long as you were dressing up like a character. She then apologized for the comments, but she's
So
off.
I'm not like coming into her defense, but like if somebody is not educated and like doesn't know the history and just doesn't know why it's wrong, it's just because they don't know. Like I
As a
didn't know
child,
before either.
like that, you can teach them. It's a teaching moment. She's in her 40s.
Yeah, no, I know, and she's on
She's
on TV
on
and, like,
television. She
she
has
just
been for
know.
years. She knows about social issues. First of all, she's flat out lying if she says that she didn't know there was a problem with it. And she should be admonished, absolutely.
Yeah, when I was in university, like we did that too, right? I remember somebody, and send the emails, whatever you want, but this is like way back when. I can't change this. But we had a lip sync
Especially because
contest.
they go to Fred.
Yeah. We had a lip sync contest, and there was a guy on stage, and I think what made it funny is he was an Asian guy doing Michael Jackson, and in blackface. But the blackface was they, of course, nobody had makeup, so they just put chocolate cake icing on him.
Oh, see that? No.
Right?
No.
And that was
No.
like in university.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because that's... see, I thought you were going to
That'd be so uncomfortable as a performer to have
Yeah.
chocolate
No,
icing
and the whole
over.
time he's lip syncing like he's licking his face because it's just dripping down.
I actually thought
Yeah.
because he was
Oh my
doing Michael
God.
Jackson that he had vanilla icing on. That's what I thought you were
think.
going to go.
No.
I thought that's where
Yeah.
you were going.
Oh my God.
But see, like you do you fuck up once and
Yeah,
like you learn
that's
from
exactly
it.
it.
But like if you keep doing shit, like
Yeah.
it's like you have to learn first.
Yeah. Well, that's the
Why?
thing you have to learn. Like back then, it wasn't like a thing.
It's true,
But
and this
But-
is also a conversation that happened with Megyn Kelly in 2018.
Yes. Right.
Not a conversation that had in 1985.
Also,
you know,
like,
like-
I think there are times when people get too sensitive, but when it comes to blackface,
Yeah.
this is not one of them.
don't.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
don't. Okay. Tito, take us away. It's time for your midpoint.
Take you away.
No mercy, baby.
This week we're playing On Point, and it is all about fashion from the American Music Award.
My favorite awards.
Even here.
Is it really?
No, I don't watch awards.
We're gonna start off with Jennifer Lopez.
On point.
Yeah, she's
A
great.
million%.
Looking
Especially like the skulls and the
She
crossbones.
is
Yeah, it's a good look.
amazing. My
Has she had work
God.
done?
her boobs look amazing.
course.
in
Who
that.
hasn't?
Okay.
Actually, Faye, it kind of looks like you have the J-Los.
Yeah. A little bit.
I see that.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I always ask
Faye
my
is
girlfriend
also
that.
on
I'm like,
point.
oh, she looks great. She's like, she had so much work done. Like, girls can just tell when they
Yeah.
have like
Oh,
Botox
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
No, J-Lo looks great.
Next we got Rita Ora.
Nope.
I like that.
She usually looks really great.
If you cut it from, like, it's
There.
fine, yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine there down.
Her makeup and hair and everything
You go
looks
in between.
amazing, but I don't like that dress.
I don't know, it's too funeral-y,
Yeah.
you know?
I like it.
Funereal.
Halloween. On
Yeah.
point. There you
Yeah,
go.
I like
Oh,
it.
Halloween. It is Halloween-y.
You won me over.
Both. Okay, you've got me to half and half.
Next we have
Oh my
one of the
God.
winners of the night, Cardi B.
Actually,
Miranda.
I love it.
No, I don't
Off
like it.
point.
I
She
don't
looks
like it.
so fly.
I love it.
I'm not a big
I just want to
fan.
spin around and go
great.
dancing. Dancing.
I want to know,
Salsa dance,
Faye,
yeah.
what would be like? I want to know
Flamenco.
if you would want to wear any of these dresses.
Well, not that one. No, God, no.
She looks like Rihanna at the Met Ball that one year. It looks so good.
You mean the yellow dress one?
No, she had like the flowers everywhere.
It just looks like the designer just spilled a bunch of fabric and was like, well, I'm out of
looks
time,
great.
so I
Even
guess
her
that's it.
shoes,
She
I
looks
don't
like
like
grandma's sofa.
But it has to do with her single as well, because it's very like Latin flavored, so it just all goes together.
I don't know.
Next we have cutie Shawn Mendes.
It's pretty classic.
Yes.
Like, I
I
don't know.
mean,
I
it's a
don't
very
love this, but
casual
I
shirt,
don't hate
but
it.
it's
I love it.
nice.
I love it. I think he looks Awesome.
It's a very Mr.
He
Furley
looks like
shirt.
a normal man.
I don't know about the shoe, but everything else is nice.
I like the shoes, actually.
You're right. I don't like the shoes at all.
No.
His
Yeah.
belt doesn't match. That's faux pas.
Aury has
Well
spoken.
done.
Next, we have BB Rexa.
That looks classy.
I like it.
I really don't like her hair in this, though.
We're
You're
not talking
right.
about the hair.
You're
You
right.
can barely even see
We're
it
talking
behind the
about the
skull
look.
and crossbones.
Okay. I think she looks good. I think she looks like classic Hollywood.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
who
like a
she
big
is, but I think she
chandelier.
looks good.
I don't know
like
who
it.
she is.
Yeah. I don't. I'm sorry.
She actually, she has, she duets with Florida Georgia Line
Yeah, that song's huge
on
for her.
one of the biggest country songs of all time.
Yeah.
And she's not a country artist, but she duets with them.
She's major.
And it's one of the biggest country
Yeah.
songs of all time.
Next, we have Dua Lipa wearing what looks like a
This is
wedding
what Dua
dress.
Lipa
bed
looks like.
duvet.
Yeah.
I've heard you talk about Dua Lipa a million times. I've
I do
never
not like
seen
this.
it.
We
Yes,
had
it's
her
bad
on
duvet.
before.
On the show?
Or like one of
on-
those dresses made out of toilet paper.
Yes.
Yes,
Exactly
it
what I
does.
was like. Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks friggin' great from the boobs up.
Yeah.
But
It needs accents.
The part where there's no clothing.
Yeah.
like the nail,
nice
the
necklace.
nail necklace is sick. I love it, and her hair and makeup is great.
Yeah, no, that does look like a curtain.
Her performance is really cool though.
I like the simplicity of the all white, but no.
Yeah, it just looks frumpy.
It's just not right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
Next, we have Halsey. She
You know
looks
what?
so
I'm
good.
in on this. I like
I'm
this.
in.
I just
I'm
love
in.
Halsey
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah, I like
think
it.
she's great.
She just broke up with G-Eazy for the second time.
Yes.
Who, Jay-Z?
JC?
Done with you. G-Eazy.
You're looking at G's.
Okay,
She looks so good. Oh, her hair.
Can we
is-
get to the next one? Because I don't understand this next one from any perspective.
Next
I don't get
one
the look. I don't get the
is
music. I don't get
Favorite
anything.
male artist, pop rock.
Post.
Favorite rap, hip
love it.
hop
Like
that.
album.
Awful.
Yeah, we're going
Who's
for
this
it.
guy?
Awful.
Post
But that's
Malone.
his whole thing.
That
right?
he's
That's his
awful.
thing. Yes.
That he's talentless. That
Yep.
he.
Okay, let's
He
not
looks
go
like
there.
he looks like Shia LaBeouf is lost in a character.
Yes.
No, he looks
Right?
cleaner than
Like,
Shia
he's too
LaBeouf.
deep
He looks like
undercover.
Shia LaBeouf was in prison.
Yeah,
Oh, he
I
does
love
Shia.
it.
Wasn't he? I feel like he was.
I love it.
I'm not a fan.
I don't
With,
like it.
Like
I get it because it's him.
I
but
don't
I
like
still
it.
don't have to like it.
I love the
Yeah.
shoes though.
I
can't
don't.
say
The,
that.
the whole.
I feel like if it wasn't snakes and stuff, then it would be better.
It was just
If it was just
What
like
animal
blue.
would you put
I
in
would
there?
like it if it weren't snakes on his forehead.
keep it clean.
Oh well,
Those
that
are
he's not
tattoos.
getting off anytime soon.
I would like
Tattoos
it
above his
if it-
eyebrows. No, I'm sorry. There are certain places you should never have a tattoo, and on your forehead is one of them.
Always tired. He got tattooed. It's so cool.
No, it's,
it's not.
hideous and wrong, and we just need to move on.
Yeah.
Next, we have my queen who won so many awards that night. I'm
Oh.
so proud of her.
It's simple, but I like it.
I love it.
Yeah,
She's great, but it's very
She
toned
looks
down.
like she's
Oh my
going
God.
to the bar for
Yes.
a cocktail.
Yeah.
Also, who is
That's
this?
fine. Camila Cabello.
Okay, yeah, no, I like the outfit.
I mean, it's cute.
She
She's
won
cute.
Collaboration of the Year for Havana. She
But-
won Video of the Year, Favorite Song, and
Yeah, but
New Artist of the
She
Year.
looks like she's in the remake of Sex and the City. I mean, it's nothing.
It's
Yeah.
nothing great, no, but she
No,
looks
that's the
I'm
thing.
into it.
I think compared to everybody else,
She's
she's
had
like
better
very
ones.
dressed up, and she
Yeah,
just,
so-
But I
mean,
like
it's
that
cute.
it cuts
cash.
through.
Cute.
a little bit.
Cute.
Speaking of
great.
And
speaking
she
of
was sitting next to one of her besties, Miss Taylor Swift.
who looks like a disco ball.
That's like even
I
the little
hate her,
the
but
little
I don't
mirrors.
hate this. Look,
I don't mind
I don't mind it.
I kind of like
She
it.
can pull it off.
her hair looks great. Earrings are good with the
The
dress.
more I see it, the
looks
more I
good.
like it. It's like it's
Better
from the
than she usually
future.
is. Better than she
Yeah.
usually
Her
is.
performance is
Tron.
All right, yeah.
She won Tour of the Year, Favorite Pop Rock Female, Favorite Pop Rock Album, and Artist of the Year, which is bullshit.
But tour was amazing though. I went to go see it. It was
Why?
really
You
good.
can't tell if those are like
Artist of the
reflections or
Year?
if it's the dress.
She didn't deserve it for this
A
year.
little bit of both.
Who did? Then
The
Dua
album.
Lipa.
Anyway.
No, her music was bigger like last album.
Yeah, but still. Thank you, Tito,
Is that it?
Tis it.
for today's Midpoint.
We like judging people.
Oh, we love judging people.
We like judging outfits, not people, unless they're Taylor Swift.
No mercy, baby.
And now it's time for talking point number 2, such a flag. Okay, so there have been, will you stop knocking head there?
What's his name?
What's his name? I don't know. Did you name him?
You just called him
His name's
Head.
Bobby.
Freddie.
Bobby.
It's not
Bobby
even-
Head.
It's a skull.
Okay, so there have been attempts to redesign the rainbow flag
Oh, shocking. Again?
to make it more
Inclusive?
inclusive.
Oh.
So first
Plot twist.
we had this
Plot twist.
design,
Right. And it's changed now?
which was, Then people said it was too similar to the Puerto Rican flag.
Sure.
Of course.
Because it has shapes too.
Right? Like most flags kind of look the same.
So
Except Portugal, we're different.
an LGBT Puerto Rican person
Oh,
then
God.
designed this.
Oh, my god.
It looks like a
that.
wrap dress.
So Julia Felice,
He knows what I mean.
Like that's the.
Yeah.
They should just make the new flag that Taylor Swift dress. It's
so
just
this-
like you see your own reflection, you see yourself, you're special.
Oh, you're so deep.
I'm gonna give you a
so
light.
this flag,
light though.
this flag features the trans flag intersecting the original rainbow flag while centering black and brown people of color in honor, memory, and acknowledgement, according to the artist.
Well, hold on, let me ask a question, because maybe I'm off base
Cool.
here. Is the pride flag designed specifically for gay people? Like only for gay people,
Well,
to represent only gay
LGBT
people?
community.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody.
it was meant to. I mean, the guy who originally designed the rainbow flag did it. I mean, he was gay,
It's a
and
freaking
he did
rainbow.
it as an emblem of the gay community, but.
With
The
all
rainbow
colors of
to
the
show that
world.
that gay people are everywhere, right? That the LGBT community intersects the rainbow of humanity.
So it's like a prism, and it's saying that that's not enough.
You see, that's why I never got why there's a black and a brown shape. If you mix red, yellow, and orange, you'll get black or brown either way.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's
like,
true. But it's like they're not representative of specific colors,
Yeah.
of races,
Right.
of specific groups.
No.
It's for the community,
No.
which is already all encompassing.
Supposed to be.
You
right?
know, and so
They're
you don't
causing
need
the
to continue.
separation by doing
The
more.
idea is you should bring more people under that one flag rather than trying to come up with a new symbol to fracture people more.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I guess to the same thing. Like, I wasn't sure if each color of the flag represented something, right? And if that was the case, then I could
Well,
sort of
the
see it.
green was for gay Martians.
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah.
I was gonna say
Or,
gay
or
leprechauns.
sick gay
Yeah, yeah.
people, like sick Martians, maybe.
whoa.
But it's also like,
I mean,
but to
like
have the
seasick.
black and brown as like the centerpiece, and they're like, oh, they have to be the centerpiece now. It's just like, yeah, that's.
And then the trans people,
Okay.
and then trans people get a little corner.
I have two questions. Number one, it's for Faye. As an LGBT person of color, do you feel like the rainbow flag as it is represents you?
Yeah, perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I personally don't need the black and the brown.
My second question, and this is quarreling over this more of what you were talking about, the toothbrush in the corner. There's all this crap going on over here, but we're debating whether or not there should be more stripes in the rainbow flag.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad we settled that.
Yeah.
It's, you know,
While
you
we're
don't-
talking about flags, a New Brunswick village
God.
got in trouble for flying what they called a straight flag.
Straights have flags now?
Oh my.
Get the fuck out.
So,
Straights have flags.
There you go.
Ori sums it up right
Look at his
there.
face, he's so mad.
Are you fucking? I'm sorry.
the
Pardon my language.
The Chipman Village Council issued a statement saying the
wow.
flag was raised as a sign of support for all groups in the community.
Why is
Looks
the
like a- it looks like a
female part
pirate
not
flag.
in the right direction?
But
It's supposed to point
it was
down.
removed as a result of, quote, unintentional attention based on residents' feedback.
They got their own flag wrong. Look at the female symbol.
I see. According to the mayor, Carson Atkinson, the straight flag is being seen as a flag of privilege and anti-minorities, which our community and our council does not support.
Why is it
So
just
the
white
statement
then?
said no harm or hate was intended, and the
Not
village
at all.
remains an open and welcoming community. Why? Why?
there's
would
no
you even
point.
bother?
This is the flag version of like men's rights groups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like men have all the rights, have had all the rights in the history of
Always.
humanity. We don't need it. We don't need a group like that just because other people are demanding they have equal rights. And that's the whole point of the pride flag and the gay community is that they deserve equal treatment with everybody else. You don't then need this to represent the thing that already has everything.
Yeah.
And to make it so
Straight
fucking
people are the
ugly.
worst. Yeah, it's
Like
bad design.
it is black and white. Like how bland could you make something?
And how
then
obvious
say, this
of-
represents us because we're bland.
To me, if I like that looks evil. That looks like something bad is.
Like who said a pirate ship?
Yeah, I did. I just like that's
And
what it
the
looks
female
like.
symbol is in the
wrong.
wrong direction.
Yeah.
So it was obviously
Designed by a man.
Thank
you.
Yeah.
A white.
But I mean,
white male.
it could have been just white, and that just represents the white. Man.
Yeah.
well.
They were black and
I
that's something
believe
They had a flag
I
like that
believe
once.
there are people who just wear those.
Yeah.
Tito, Bop of the Week.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Bop of the Week this week is so good. It's from the UK. It's this girl group called Four of Diamonds, and it features a rapper, Saweetie, and it's called Stupid Things.
Sweetie.
Saweetie.
Like sweetie, but like sweetie.
With an A, yeah, Saweetie.
And will that be on the new playlist?
It
on
will be on the
Spotify?
Spotify Tito's Bop of the Week playlist. Search for that. Also, of course, you're watching us on YouTube, so subscribe to us on YouTube. Helps us greatly, costs you nothing. Follow the red arrows, hit the red button, and hit the bell to get notifications when new episodes are online. If you really want to help us out, go to our crowdfunding site, Patreon, patreon.com/thepointguys. We're also available as an audio podcast on iTunes. Look for us there. You can check out our website, thepointguys.net. You can also follow us and comment on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at thepointguys. Ow. Thank you, Faye. It's great to have you back. Happy Halloween, everybody. We have a new
Dress
show.
however you want, but don't wear blackface.
Did you know you didn't welcome me back? It's my first episode.
Oh, I
back.
didn't.
Yeah. I was kind
Oh,
of
that's
upset.
right. Oh, that's right. How did the shoot
Everything's great.
Because
Craig.
you're straight.
I'm just joking.
go? No, I was because
I know. Faye was here. It's okay.
You know,
I get
and
it.
you know what? The beard. It threw
I
me
know.
off.
I know. My own parents didn't even recognize me when I went over.
Really?
Yeah.
Shut up.
But also, you're such a staple of the show. It's like you weren't even gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's bullshit.
welcome.
But I appreciate it.
We have a new show every Tuesday, and all of us, including Aury,
Hey.
we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh.
We
So we will see you next Tuesday on The Point.
There you go.
Really want to hit that bell, right?
Man, it went off the rails at the end there.
Have you ever